Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Puzzle Time with MoMath and MathPickle. This week, we are going to be dealing with one of the biggest liars in all of cinematography. You guys have any ideas? Biggest liar that you guys have ever heard of? Any ideas?
The person who produced the Blair Witch Project, maybe.
Well, this is for kids. So this is...
Oh, okay.
This is for grade 2s, grade 3s. Like, yeah, this is... We're not talking Blair Witch Project. We're talking much
Disney?
Younger. Yeah, Disney. Think of some Disney character that lies a lot.
Pinocchio.
Rhea or Solomon or Oscar or Ezra. Go ahead and tell me about a Disney character that you know who's a really good liar.
I bet
good liar.
I know what everyone's gonna say. I just know it.
Yeah.
So yep, Taco Cat said it. I knew it.
Well, I didn't say it.
You said it in chat. So you did say it.
Hank. Hello, Hank. What's the biggest liar that you have heard of in Disney? Do you know of a liar? A person who doesn't always tell the truth and sometimes lets little fibs come out. Hint, hint, hint.
I know what everyone's gonna say. I already know.
Okay, on the count of 3, we're all going to say it. 1, 2, 3.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Yes,
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone's gonna say that.
Now,
Pinocchio.
did you know what the
Yes, and his
original?
nose gets
Okay, everyone, silence.
Yes.
Did you know what the original Pinocchio looked like? It didn't look like the Pinocchio that you think of today. I'm going to show you a picture of the very first Pinocchio.
It's going to be like a...
It was very creepy.
Yeah, we are going to be playing a game called, or a puzzle called Pinocchio's Playmates. Ready for the first ever picture of Pinocchio? Here he is.
Yes.
That is Pinocchio. The wooden boy.
He didn't always look like a small boy.
Yeah, he doesn't look like, he looks pretty tall, doesn't he?
Looks like a man.
The comic strip, I think, wasn't even really for kids. It had some scary stuff in there.
Oof.
So here we go. Here is Pinocchio's classroom. And these are desks. And the desks are filled with some of Pinocchio's friends. Unfortunately, there are many friends among Pinocchio who were truth tellers. But unfortunately, because of their friendship with Pinocchio over time, many of them have become liars. Not all of them, but many of them. So the teacher asks a question the very first day of class. Teacher says that the kids are all seated in their desks, and the teacher asks the question, boys and girls, if you are seated beside exactly 2 people like yourself, raise your hand. Now, what did she mean, or whenever she said 2 people like yourself? She meant, are you seated beside exactly, if you're a liar, are you seated beside exactly 2 other liars? So, for example, if you are a liar and you are seated here, are you seated beside exactly 2 other liars? So, for example, these 2 people. Okay, and this one couldn't be a liar then. Okay, so we'll make that one a truth teller. So F is seated beside exactly 2 liars. Okay, and similarly, we could color these ones. Let's color all of these ones. Green. Okay. So is B going to say that, is B going to raise his or her hand and said, yes, I am seated beside exactly 2 truth tellers. Well, yeah, B is going to say yes, because B is a truth teller and B is sitting beside A and C. So B says, yes, I'm sitting beside exactly 2 truth tellers. Let's see. Rhea. Hi there, Rhea. Is D going to raise his hand?
Yes.
Is D going to say, yeah, D is for sure going to say, yeah, D is sitting beside C and H. So D is a truth teller. So D says, absolutely, I'm sitting beside 2 people that think just like myself. We're truth tellers. We always tell the truth. Yeah. What about person G? Is person G, Aiden, is person G, this person's a liar, is person G going to say, oh yes, I am seated beside exactly 2 people that think just like I do?
No. Nope. Because he's
Yes, it's a lie.
which is a liar, and H, which is a truth teller.
Yeah, so G is only seated beside 1 person, not 2 people that think like himself. But don't forget that G is a liar.
Yes.
Or he has to lie about it.
So
what-
he's going to lie. Of
he gonna
course he
raise his
should.
hand?
If he's telling the truth, he should keep his arms down and he should say, oh, I am only seated beside 1 person, not 2 people, only 1 person that thinks like me.
But he raises his hand because he's a liar.
That's right. So G is going to raise his hand. Absolutely. Is everybody going to raise their hand here? Or Oscar, is there somebody who is not going to raise their hand?
A isn't going to.
Right. A is a truth teller. So A is going to say, no, I
And F
unfortunately am only
isn't going
seated
to.
beside
It's
1
touching
person.
to, but it's a liar.
Right. Ethan, can you tell me somebody else? So we know that this is going to be, well, just how am I going to say that that's going to be a liar? I'm going to just I'm just going to go like this. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. This person is going to say,
what
yes.
are those things?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's good. You guys can annotate for me. Solly, it's you have said F is not going to put up their hand. They're going to keep their hand down. Yeah. Because if F put up their hand, they'd be telling the truth. Okay, so this is a typical classroom, right? Now I am going to remove all of these.
Why are there?
Oh, we have a question.
These, here, you can remove all of
We
your
have a
annotations.
question. My
Yeah.
mom has a question.
I mean,
Okay.
a technical question, like, what do you mean by next to? I might have missed that part. Was H next to C? Is H next to C, or is that not next to?
No, diagonals do not count in this classroom.
Okay, thank you.
Wait.
You have a
I don't have a question, but why did you draw carrots everywhere? The little carrot.
So I don't think I drew carrots.
They didn't really look like check marks. They really looked like each side was even.
Oh, a carrot. She means the little pokey thing that points up when you're trying to annotate something, not a vegetable.
Yeah. No, I was just looking for a way to annotate that, but that's fine. So I'm turning off annotation from other people, and I am now going to just annotate myself. And I am going to tell you guys that whenever the teacher asks that question, unlike what just happened, some kids raised their hands, some didn't. Everybody raised their hand. Everybody in the whole classroom. Okay? You have to figure out, how is that possible? How is it possible that all of the kids raised their hands? Okay? Some of them are truth tellers, some of them aren't. Ethan, it's your turn first. Ethan, go ahead and tell me
What does that say?
Let's name some of these. Let's tell them that they're truth tellers or liars. Go ahead.
Give the answer.
What did you say? I can't hear.
Ethan, it's your turn. You can choose some of these people to be truth tellers. You can choose some of these people to be liars.
A.
Okay.
Truth
A,
teller.
what would you like?
A truth teller.
Truth teller.
A. Liar.
So if A is a truth teller, I want you, Ethan, to tell me, what about B and E?
B will be a liar and E will be a truth
Okay, stop
teller.
right there. I'm going to stop you right whenever you say that B is a liar. In order for A, you're telling me that A is a truth teller.
Yeah.
In order for A to raise her hand, what must be true? She must be seated beside two people that think just like her. She must be sitting beside exactly two people who are truth tellers. Okay, so Ethan, is it possible that B is a liar?
Yeah, so something true is that A will have to say that A will not be able to say that I'm sitting by two people that are exactly like me.
But you were the one that made A green. You were the one that said that green was a truth teller. So do you want to make green? Do you want to make A blue?
No, I want C to be blue and D to be.
Okay, Ethan, we already have a problem.
Okay.
You have already said that A is green. That means that two of the people sitting beside A have to be green. But there are only two people sitting beside green. So if you're saying A is green, you have to make B green and you have to make E green. You don't have any choice. You understand?
Then I actually want A and E to be blue.
A to be blue. Okay, A and E to be blue. Absolutely, that's fine. No problems there.
No.
Okay.
A's a
Next, I'm
liar.
going to go with Matthew. Matthew, go ahead, Matthew. Tell me about is A okay here? Do you like A? Is everything okay with A, or is there a problem?
I don't think there's a problem. I think there's a problem.
Yes, there is a problem because A is a liar. And right
A
now,
is sitting next to two people that are just like her. E and B. And A is a liar, so she has to lie.
yeah. So there is a problem. You cannot have these three light blue.
So you have to change the B and the E into green square.
The B and the E, you want to make green. Okay, we will make them green. Solly, is there a problem now?
Yes.
What is the problem?
E is only sitting next to two people, and they both have to be green.
That's right. If we are calling E green, if we're saying E is green, it means that E must be seated beside two people who are green. And there's only one person left, F. We know that A is blue. So there's a
I have a
problem again.
solution for it.
So
I don't think there is one.
Oscar, tell me about your solution. Go ahead.
Well, keep it how it was.
How it was.
A blue, B and E green. A blue, B and E green.
B and E
like
green.
that.
Okay.
Hey, boy.
And then F and G can become green, and that'll solve the problem for
But
all five.
Oscar, there's already a problem with green E. Green E is only beside A and F.
I think this is impossible.
Oh yeah.
So it might be impossible.
It's
Would I ever
possible.
give you guys an
I have a
impossible
solution.
problem? Ever? Would I ever do that to you guys? Give you an impossible problem?
Yeah.
Yes, but there is a solution. I found a solution.
Okay, Amelia, go ahead.
Is this cheating or not? I want to know if this is cheating or not, but if you just made them all greens, then
No.
Yeah, all green, of course. Let's check that. So everyone have this isn't cheating. Does this work?
No.
No.
So what's wrong with it? Avocado cream, you're up. What's wrong with this?
Yes, it's right. It's totally right.
We've got one thumbs up from Aiden. Avocado cream, what do you think?
Well, they're all truth tellers.
Yep. So what they're saying by sticking up their hands is, I am sitting beside exactly 2 green. I'm sitting beside exactly 2 people that look just like me.
So there's A, which can be B and C.
No,
B-
A is beside B and E. So A is
B
happy.
and E. There is B, which could be A and C.
Oh, but keep going.
There's C.
B, no, keep going with B.
Oh, there's B and F.
Is
and
B happy avocado cream? Should B be raising their hand?
Oh.
Beside exactly 2 greens.
Well, he's sitting beside many greens.
3.
They're all green.
3. A, C, and
C.
F.
F. Yeah.
That's it. So we
Yeah.
automatically know it doesn't work. Okay. Okay. Seth, give me an idea.
If you put liars in A, D, E, and H, I believe it should work.
Okay. Ethan, do you like this? Does this look good, or where is the problem?
Well, the problem is like the 2 of them don't have a third. So I would say this would be better. Like turn D into green.
So you think there's a problem with D? So D will only raise their hand. They're liars, don't forget. So the only time they won't raise their hand is if they are beside exactly 2 blues. Is D beside exactly 2 blues?
No.
D's fine. Well, D is going to raise their hand.
Okay, then how about
Abby, I'm going to ask Abby now. Go ahead, Abby. Are you thumbs up? Does this look good? Or there's a problem here? Taco Cat. Go ahead, Taco Cat.
I mean, so the green is those who raise their hand.
All of them raise their hand.
Oh, well, no, that then it's wrong because A isn't touching 2 blue.
But don't forget, A is a liar, Taco Cat.
Oh, yeah, I got the colors messed up. Well, I mean, at the moment with the B, C, F, G, each of them are touching 2 greens and 1 blue. So I guess it's correct.
Yeah, this looks good. This looks like everyone is going to raise their hand. But you know what happens? Pinocchio goes up a grade. And whenever Pinocchio goes up a grade, another few kids join. Maybe a lot of kids join. Let's say a lot of kids join. Okay, here we go.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Matthew, go ahead. Actually, let's take 20 seconds. For those of you like Seth and maybe some other people, for those of you who are already far ahead, I will get back to you in 20 minutes. Please take off and leave the rest of us, grade 2 kids, grade 3 kids, to play by ourselves. Okay? Please don't interrupt for 20 minutes. I promise to come back to you guys and we'll have a fun time discussing your results in about 20 minutes. I want you to discover for larger grades, not just the 4x4, but 5x5 and maybe a 4x5, maybe a 5x6, maybe a 5x7. Go off and explore. Tell me what you've discovered in 20 minutes.
I mean,
The
no,
rest of you, I'm going to do this puzzle with you. And then, and I will share the presentation here. You'll have to copy it anyone who wants to can go in there and copy that presentation. And go ahead, Matthew. Tell me, do you have any ideas about how you are going to put truth tellers and liars into this classroom?
I think everyone in the third row should be truth tellers.
Everyone in the third row. Here we go. They are all now truth tellers.
I'm in the third row down. The third column. Oh, the third column.
Third column. Okay. Well, it's kind of the same. Do you see that, Matthew? If I go like this, I could just turn my head and it suddenly becomes the third column. So there's symmetry there. So whether we do the third row or the third column, it doesn't really make a difference. In this case, I'm going to change it just because you asked me so nicely. But it doesn't really make a difference whether we have rows or columns for that chart there. Okay. Hank, go ahead, Hank. Tell me about, and then I'm going to go to Rhea after Hank. What would you like to do here, Hank, to make this work? Everyone is raising their hand, by the way. All 16 kids in this room with Pinocchio, they're all raising their hands. They're all saying, yep, we are seated beside exactly two people that think just like us.
Make a blue.
A blue. Okay. A is blue. Rhea, go ahead.
I think I found the answer.
Oh, yeah. So tell us. Show what. Should I erase the whole thing? Start again?
Yes.
Okay, I will erase the whole thing. And then let's see. Okay.
I think A, B, and E, F are truth tellers.
Okay.
Gord, the poll.
Make them green.
Yeah, the poll.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. I'll do that. I'll do it after Rhea. Thank you, Rhea. Okay.
And C, D, G, H are like liars.
Okay, let's stop right there. Rhea, imagine that you're a liar and that you are seated in position D. Are you going to raise your hand?
No.
No, you're going to keep your hand down because, of course, if you raised your hand, you would be telling the truth. Ah, darn it. Okay, I'm going to do a poll now. Thank you for the warning, guys. Here we go. There is the poll. Now, I was advised the other day that some people are including how many people are watching this session. Some people were answering 10 plus. Do you know why? Because they were looking at all of the people on the Zoom camera and they were saying how many people are watching. And they were saying, yeah, there's more than 10 here. So they would just click the 10 plus. This is for your home only. How many people are watching on your video screen? How many people are watching in your home seated beside you? Good. Okay. Share results. There you guys go.
Yep. Absolutely 0, 10 plus.
Good. Ezra, we tried there. Rhea tried with this pattern and we found a problem with D. Do you have any ideas where we should go with this?
Take away C and turn it into a truth teller.
Turn it into a truth teller. Okay, there we go.
But then you gotta make it be touching another truth teller.
G.
Oh yeah, we have to make it.
Then G could be a truth teller.
D, did you say?
G.
G, okay. Now, let's just stop right there. And there is a problem here already. Where is the problem? Aiden, can you tell me where the problem is right now?
D and
So
H,
imagine that you
D,
are up.
D,
So
D,
Aiden,
D
Aiden,
and H
stop.
and D and H and L have to be truth tellers because G is
Okay.
next. G, a truth teller, is next to a liar.
Okay. Aiden, wait. Imagine that you are a liar and you are seated in position D. I ask you, I'm your teacher. I said, Aiden, are you seated beside exactly 2 people that think like you?
Are you gonna raise your hand?
Are you going to raise your hand?
I don't like lying.
That's good. That's good. Then imagine that it's Pinocchio, and Pinocchio is seated in position D. And you know that Pinocchio is going to lie. And the teacher asks Pinocchio, Pinocchio, are you seated exactly beside exactly 2 people who think just like you? And is Pinocchio going to put up his hand? Yeah, he is. He is. So there's no problem with D. That's not where the problem is right now.
Where do you think the problem is?
Okay. Ethan, where do you think the problem is right now?
I want to say 2 things. First, like that, like I think there is there is a problem, right?
I want to know which letter. Name a letter, Ethan, that there's a problem.
I think it might be, let me see, maybe H because it's only
So H, we don't actually know what this is, what color this is. So no, I'm not going to say that H is a problem. We don't know if H is a problem yet.
okay.
There's
Also,
some letter that we know is a problem right now.
I want to also say another thing, like when
Okay,
we're
first, Ethan, I want to know a letter. Then you can do your other thing.
then it's probably
Which letter is a problem right now? Teacher
L.
asks, hey, you guys, are you seated beside exactly 2 people that think just like you?
I don't see any problem except L. I think.
So we haven't done the bottom of the board, so we don't know what's going on there. There is a problem already at the top of the board.
So, like,
Ria, I'm going to come back to you, Ethan. Ria, yeah.
LPKOJN are truth tellers, and then
So Ria, there's a problem right now. Before you go any further, one of the things, at least one of the ones that we've colored, is wrong. So there's no point in us coloring the rest because we already have a problem right now. So what I'm looking for is a problem with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or H. One of these has a problem, or at least one of these has a problem right now. Matthew and Annalise, do you have a letter?
I think the problem is with B because B is next to 3 people that are like him.
Exactly, exactly. B, this is a truth teller. I ask that truth teller, are you beside exactly 2 people that think just like you? B can't raise their hand, right? Because B is beside A, C, and F. Not just 2, but 3. Exactly right, Annalise. Exactly right. So yeah, we're totally messed up. Let's remove all of these and start again. That did not work as planned.
I say the thing now.
Ethan, go ahead. You wanted to say something else.
Like the thing had to make the truth tellers and liars appear, and how do you make the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and all these letters turn red or blue. I mean green or blue.
Okay. This is a technical question. Once you go onto the slideshow, you can go up here. You can go on File. You can make a copy of the entire presentation. That's the first thing you should do. Secondly, whenever you want to change a color, you just go into this square. You go up here, and then you can change a color to green or to blue. These are the two colors that I'm using.
Okay. But once I click it, it only appears like a right angle, like this.
It
doesn't go
you
whole.
experiment, Ethan. You experiment.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to focus most of the time, obviously, on the math. Avocado cream. Do you have any ideas for getting started here? Just you can just start labeling, telling me A is green, B is green, C is green, whatever. You just start numbering.
So
Start labeling.
A is blue.
Okay.
Just thinking of random things.
Yeah, try it random at the start. That's fine. Then you might have some insight later on. Keep on going.
Green.
Okay. Keep going.
Blue.
Yeah. Oh, stop. Hold your horses. We have a problem. Hank, find that problem.
Oof.
Which one of these is not going to work right away? Avocado cream has tried so hard.
I've tried not so hard.
Pinocchio, oh my goodness. Pinocchio's class is such a difficult class to deal with. Yeah,
Oh, no.
really a nightmare for any teacher. Yeah. So Rhea, you don't have to hold your hand, and Amelia, you don't have to hold your hand. I will come to you next, Amelia, and then I'll come to you, Rhea. So Hank, any idea? Where did Hank go? Did Hank? I think Hank went to the washroom in our classroom. Okay,
There's
so
Hank.
you're excused, Hank. Amelia.
Green.
Everyone except you wouldn't raise their hand because they're a truth teller, and if they're beside two liars, they wouldn't raise their hand.
Sorry, say it again, Amelia.
B is a truth teller, and it's beside A and C who are liars. B would not raise their hand.
Yeah. So the problem is with B. Amelia, can you help solve this puzzle? At least make some more progress on it than we've made. You can just start saying, I'll just start doing the colors. So if you say green, blue, I'll just do it. So.
Green.
Green. That sounded really confident.
That would also.
Not an easy puzzle, this, is it?
Green.
Green. Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah.
Blue.
That sounded really confident. Oh my gosh. Oops. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, I love your confidence oozing out of your mouth, Amelia. Blue.
Ooh.
E and F would also need to be green.
Yeah, E for sure needs to be green. I agree with that. Okay, so oh, not that.
Uh-oh.
Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, yep.
G would need to be. Oh wait, no, that wouldn't work.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it can't be blue for sure.
That can't be blue, but it also can't be green because then F would be touching three of the same, and then it wouldn't.
Right, so that's great.
Impossible.
That's really great. Amelia, You're starting to problem solve as you're talking. So yeah, that's great. Ruta, I just realized you're here. Ruta, go ahead and help us out.
Okay. I kind of feel like this is impossible though.
It is not. I found a solution.
The first one, I feel like at the beginning there has to be like for like the floor, the 2 by 2, because I feel like it like saves space, because if you do a 2 by 2, it's like,
So if you do a 2 by 2, the problem is that these ones all have to be blue, right? Because you can't add any more. So all these around it have to be blue.
mm-hmm.
But then this one here, what color can you possibly do that? Can't make it blue, because then this one has got exactly 2 blues beside it. And
Yeah,
you
it has
can't
to be
make it
green.
green, because that means that there's not enough greens around D.
Yeah.
So we actually know that A, B, E, and F cannot be all green.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, keep on going. Like that was just a hint that, yeah, that A, B, E, F, all those together, that doesn't work.
I'm gonna try something different. The first one maybe blue.
Okay.
Well, I feel like the next one, it could be another blue.
Yeah. Now, because of that, if that's true, what color does this one have to be, Ruja?
It has to be green.
It has to be green. Yeah, for sure. Because otherwise, A would have exactly 2 blues. That's exactly a good way to think about it. Yeah. And what
And so does
about
F have to be. F has to be green too.
Yeah, F and I both have to be green. Otherwise, there wouldn't be enough. So that's right. We know that this is right.
Yeah. I feel like maybe M has to be green.
Okay. So if M is green, tell me about what color N has to be, Ruta.
Well, it would have to be green too.
It has to be green. Absolutely, it has to be green. Because otherwise M wouldn't have enough. And tell me about the color of J.
Well, it would have to be well, we can't make it green, because then I would have more than,
Yeah, you're
one.
exactly right. I would have too much
You
green.
know what?
I know something else of this solution.
Okay, we'll keep on going with Ruta here for a while. Oh, tell me about Ruta.
Well, it would have to be green.
It has to be green, for sure. Okay, and tell me about G.
Well, it has to be green too.
Yeah. Yeah. And now I don't know. Now I don't know. Oscar, you had an idea, and then we'll go up to Rhea. Rhea, I promised you a while
I
ago.
was saying C has to be green. If it was blue, then there would be a problem with D.
Exactly. Good. Okay. Tell me about D, Oscar.
Well, I think then D has to be green to fit with G.
Yeah. Tell me about H.
But then, and if H is green, then there would be a problem with G. And if H was blue, there'd be a problem with D. So now we're stuck.
You're right. You're right, Oscar. We're stuck. H is a disaster. So I am going to leave you guys with this puzzle.
I could
Just
do
this
it.
4
I
by
could
4.
do it.
So I'm going to leave you with this next week. If you want to try to solve this over the week, after puzzle time next week, we can discuss about the solution. I will tell you that there is a solution to this 4 by 4 puzzle.
It's really
It does exist. Okay. Ria, go ahead.
Can you should I start off from that or can I redo it?
You can redo it. I can redo the whole thing if you want. No problem. It's fast and effortless. So here we go.
Is there a solution for all the way down to y?
First of all, you can try to solve this 5 by 5. That's fine. I'm not going to tell you if there's solutions for all of these. In fact, I will. I will tell you that there's a solution for every one of these except one. And for one of them, I have not been able to find a solution. Okay.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Okay. So go ahead, Rhea. You're going to try to solve this one. Go ahead.
I think N is a liar.
N is a liar. Okay. Go ahead.
M and J are not liars.
Okay, so then this would have to be a truth teller. And tell me, is there a problem, Rhea? Think about being a truth teller seated in M.
Oh.
Oh, it's already doesn't work.
Can N and M switch?
Okay, so I'm going to leave it with you guys. So next week, if you find a solution, keep it for puzzle time. And then afterwards, we'll get together and we'll discuss your solution for this week's puzzle. Now it's time for me to say goodbye to all of the young kids. And if some of the older kids have made discoveries that they want to share about this grid, about this classroom, this 4 by 4 classroom, or about a 4 by 5 or a 5 by 5, or even this giant 9 by 9, if you've discovered something, then whenever we say goodbye to the little kids, then's the time that we're going to talk. So let me just say thanks for coming for all of those. Call you little kids.
Thank you. Got some rules I have established.
Take care. Bye-bye.
For this puzzle.
Okay.
Hi.
Bye-bye.
Go and press the leave meeting.
Okay, so I'm left here with kids or adults or a combination of people that have gone a little further in the puzzle. Yeah. So, Seth, you've made some progress.
So I found that the greens always have to end up in a loop. And 2 loops cannot touch. It can't have any branches from the green loops.
Okay. So that's a great observation. So the greens must be in a loop, and you can't have 2 loops.
No, you can't have 2 loops touch. You can have 2 loops. Well, I'm not actually. You might not be able to have 2 loops. I haven't tested that yet. But
okay. But you can't have 2 loops touching. Right.
And you can't have extensions from a loop.
So you could, for example, have a loop over here. This here could be a loop of greens, and you obviously couldn't have these 2 loops touching because where they touch, this one here would have 3, for example. So
awesome. Yeah.
I totally agree with you. Yes.
Also, I found a really symmetrical solution for the 5 by 5.
Okay. So I just want to say, anyone who does not want to have it revealed, okay, here, this is warning. There's going to be a reveal here. There's going to be a solution. So if you don't want to see it, if you want to work on the 5 by 5, which is a beautiful puzzle, I think this is one of my nicest puzzles from about 5 years ago. So if you guys don't want to see it, Oh, this is probably older than that. This is probably 7 years ago. If you guys don't want to see it, then you should definitely leave now. Otherwise, we are going to do the 5x5, and go ahead, Seth. Tell me your solution.
So basically, if you put blue in all the corners and put a little blue plus sign in the middle, then you get a solution.
Absolutely. Is that the only solution?
No, well, probably not.
Does
Hopefully
anyone else
not.
have a different solution for this? Or is that the unique solution for the 5x5? Okay, first of all, it's beautiful, right? I hope you enjoyed this, finding this.
Yeah.
Right?
I was just experimenting with loops with the green thing.
Yeah.
And I realized I could put the green loops around the corners. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the corners can always, the 2x2s can always, of the corners can always be left.
What do you mean 2x2s, Solly?
You see how that corner has a 2x2?
I can see that there's a blue and then greens around it.
Yeah.
Is that the pattern you
That
mean?
can be green. Those corners can be green.
The corners could be green as well. So this is not a unique solution. You're going to tell me that there's another solution here, for example, like this. Is that right?
So that would not work.
That solution wouldn't work.
And what's wrong with this solution?
Because the blues in the well, there's multiple examples of a
Sorry,
blue touching two other blues, and yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can name the letter.
Oh, G, H, L, and M.
So G and H. Just let's look at G. G. That truth teller would keep, this liar would keep his or her hands down, because unfortunately that truth teller, that liar is sitting beside two blues. So that wouldn't work. Yeah. Any other observations by anybody? Sully, go ahead.
If I can share screen.
Say it louder.
If I can share screen, I would show you.
Yep. Go ahead.
Host disabled participant screen sharing.
Oh, that's right, I did. Okay, you're up, Sully.
I'm trying to do that one. That works.
Wow.
This works.
Okay.
Wait, no, this doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work in the middle, right?
Yeah,
Those
I'm trying to
greens,
find a solution to that.
yeah, those greens in the middle are not happy.
Yeah, this.
And M is not happy there.
What?
M for mother is not happy. B for Betty is not happy. It's got 3 close to it. And D for Desmond is not happy. That's the 3 there.
Didn't think about that.
M is still unhappy.
M, but M would raise M's hand. It's exactly 2 blues. That's fine. There's 3 blues there. So M is okay there.
Oh, wait, you're right.
But
I didn't realize that.
B and D and F and J and D, those ones are, their hands are down.
I found a solution to the 4x5 as well.
Okay. So you should look for some general solutions. Tell me if you think that most rectangles are solvable or most rectangles are not. You should look for general solutions.
I don't think this might be the impossible one. I don't know. It might be possible. If Seth found it, then it's, I'm having trouble with this.
Well, you've got a whole week. I'm going to leave you guys now. You've got a whole week to play with it. Yep, that was certainly a nice solution there at the end there. Yeah, good. Okay,
Bye.
so I'm going to say goodbye to all children and young adults now, and we're just going to have adults on here. If there's any adults who want to
Bye.
chat about the puzzle. Bye.
Should we stick around for this?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, Amelia. Okay.
Well, that was a good puzzle. I was taking Seth's idea. He's a real spark. Like, it was real nice to have in the group, right? So I was taking his idea and just putting the blues in all the corners and just kind of going from there to see if I could get a pattern around that. But I didn't. And then I was doing some other things with kind of switching it so that it would be like every other one. But I ended up with problems kind of in the center and on the sides and stuff. But I started with all the same color blues in the corners. But that came from him. So it's just I just wanted to say it was a pleasure to have him in the group, so you can kind of build on the little nibbits that, or nibbles or whatever that he throws out there. So it was nice.
Yeah.
Have you tried this, Gord? It seems like this is a great one for a real range. But they all are great for a real range of kids, but this one seems like a good one for real young kids too.
Yeah, I take this down to grade 2s regularly. Yeah, and it's one of my favorites. It just the patterns that the kids can see and imagining lying versus truth telling. It's kind of fun to get them into that mindset. Aiden was really cute, saying, "I don't like to lie."
That was cute. Imagine Pinocchio then. Yeah.
I know, Gord, one of the things that tripped Amelia up early on in the puzzle was the difference between at least 2 and exactly 2.
Yeah.
So
I might not have emphasized that enough at the start.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
I know for me, when I was working it out, figuring out that, hey, I'm trying to do a loop here, because that you always have 2. I stopped writing check marks and started drawing loops around the graph. So that was fun. I don't think I explained it as well as that kid did, though, in terms of, it always has to be a loop and the loops can't touch, and that sort of thing felt like it was really putting it together really well.
That kid's smart.
I don't know if you can get 2 loops though, because you'd probably end up with a dead end liar thing, and if that's 3 units long, the liar in the middle wouldn't have their hand up. So I'm not sure if you can get 2 loops yet, but I haven't ruled it out either way.
Right.
Well, all of these puzzles are great for spending time in meetings. The other day we had like a retreat and I was supposed to be listening, and then I just pulled out some paper and I started doing the sequence one with the genetic one that we did on Thursday, just taking another start at it, going 1, 3, and then I did 1, 4, and people were wondering what I was doing, but it was just fun to be working on something at the same time as I was trying to listen to something else. So thank you for that.
Good. Well, I'm going to, I've got a conversation that I want to have with Cindy. So I will take off and see you guys tomorrow.
See you. Thanks again.
Bye.